Hello, it's Angela again. I just wanted to continue my talk about the EU. Now, basically, to put it bluntly to everyone, Britain is not legally a member of the EU. Never has been, never will be. And I'm not here to. I'm not going to explain it all. I'm just going to read out a list of videos that are on YouTube, and I'm asking you to go and check this out for yourself because it is all true. I'm not making this up. Right, if you check out David Noakes on Edge Media TV, type that in the search. There's an interview he did with Theo Chalmers. It's about 2 hours long, but it's broken up into little 9-minute videos, and he goes into explicit details exactly how Britain is not legally a member of the EU. It's very revealing stuff. And also, part of the interview is Frankfurt Subversio School, but you might have to type that in. If you just type in David Noakes Frankfurt Subversio School, then you can get that to come up. And he explains about how Britain's being torn apart basically by losing all our businesses, and how people are not noticing it because, a mindless TV that everyone's been indoctrinated in. It's absolutely spot on, this video. There's not many people who've watched it, so if you get time to watch that one, I really recommend it because it's very, very spot on. And also, Trevor Wilson, I did a talk about, it's called The Truth, the EU Deception, and he talks about Edward Heath taking Britain illegally into the EEC in 1972 in the first place, which is pretty bad. And also another one, European Union knowingly deceiving and betraying the British people into European rule. Now that one is a group of people who, they're not politicians, they're just people who have found out all this stuff themselves, and they put together a video of them all explaining about how Britain has been deceived into this EU rule in the first place. And another interview, John Lennon talks about peace. Now, he was trying to get the message out to everyone that the people are the ones who are the government, and the politicians are there to serve them, really, not dictate to them. And that was the real reason John Lennon was killed, because he was trying to get this message out to everyone that, people have the power. If you check out his song, Power to the People, that sums it up. So I'd recommend that one. And also, was Princess Diana murdered by her royal in-laws and British military industrial complex? If you type that in the search, that one, wow, it just basically tells you that the royal family had her bumped off, which is true, and it's not, it's not fair that they got away with that. But hey ho, that's the trouble with European rules. The culprits get away with their crimes, and this is why we need our common laws back. And we're not going to get them. Because not with Theresa May anyway. If Theresa May and if the Conservatives, the Labour and the Liberal Democrats get back in Parliament, all in the places that they've been, this country's doomed. I'd really urge people to just check this out for themselves, to find out for themselves that Britain's not legally a member of the EU. And once people know this, then they'll understand that not to trust these stinking politicians, because they just that's why we've heard lie after lie after lie from these politicians, because they don't represent people. And it's not just the British people. I mean, they don't represent anyone. I mean, I know, people, the British people complain, the foreigners, they get more privileges than we do. Yeah, but that's only to deceive the foreign people that, oh yeah, you're safe here, there's no worries. That's not true. It's not true, because anyone who knows what's going on anyway knows that World War III is coming. There's no getting around that. And if you check out the videos, the British Constitution group, right, there's quite a few that they explain all about Britain's illegal membership, but they've also done quite a few recent ones as well, where they're explaining that Theresa May is going to hand over our military to the EU on our way out of Brexit. So basically, Britain, under her, right, if she gets back in as Prime Minister, Britain is going to be walking away from the EU with no military to defend this country when World War III is coming. Right. Anyone who thinks World War III is not coming, no, sorry, but it is. And people will find out the hard way if that woman, or if her party or the other three main parties get back in Westminster after this next election. And as Britain's not legally a member of the EU anyway, I mean, she could have declared the reason it's all illegal is because these prime ministers over the years have signed these treaties, saying, allowing the EU to gradually control our country. Because people think, oh yeah, Margaret Thatcher, well, yeah, she ruined our manufacturing industry, but at least she kept out all the foreigners. But no, that's not true. It was because she hadn't actually signed the treaty allowing our borders to be opened. Tony Blair did that a few years later. That's the only reason we weren't flooded with immigrants when Margaret Thatcher was Prime Minister. It's because that treaty hadn't been signed. She signed the treaty of our laws, allowing the EU to rewrite our laws. So this is why it was back in the 60s when the farmers were thrown off their land in Milton Keynes so they could build the Milton Keynes shopping centre and all the roads that lead to it and all the rest of it, and just totally rearrange Milton Keynes. And the government had no right to throw those people off their land. They had no right to build Milton Keynes at all. And it's just horrible. But the trouble with this country is, because people don't know our laws, because they don't teach in comprehensive schools, they don't teach people the common laws that we're supposed to be under. And because people don't know about this, that's why they've just gone along with what everything the politicians have said. The politicians have told, oh, you must do this because we say so. And it's like, well, no, if only they'd have known the Magna Carta inside out and the Bill of Rights, 1688 to 1689, they would have known full well that they had every right to keep hold of their land in Milton Keynes, and that shopping centre would never have been built. And it's heartbreaking that these politicians have got away with treating people so rotten for so long. And, people are just sleepwalking into World War III without any idea of what's going on. And it's heartbreaking. So that's all I'm saying is just please go and watch these videos that I've mentioned. Check it all out for yourself. Because if Theresa May, if she becomes Prime Minister again, or if we get Jeremy Corbyn, or even the Liberal Democrats, right? I mean, like, not that they've ever actually got into Parliament, into government, being the top people, the government, right? But you never know, they might, if people are going to vote for them. And well, with those three parties in Westminster, this country is doomed. we really need UKIP and independence in Parliament. We really need to get fresh blood in Parliament. Otherwise, we're going down up the Swanee without a paddle. And we're not going to have any military either. So, just have a look at these videos and well, decide for yourself, right, whether you believe them or not. I know I don't expect people to believe me, but these people, especially David Noakes, they know what they're talking about, and they're very, they're just speaking the truth. And that's all I'm asking is people to just have a look for yourself. Right, so anyway, I'm signing off now. Okay, bye bye.